trend lines, the magic keyword on how to use them and why are they important. In this video, I'm going to talk everything about the trend this, the trend that, the trend line. Now, to use trend lines, it's not just, hey, let's just draw a diagonal line on a chart and think that we know how to do it. Absolutely not. And trend lines are not just to be traded with individually. We don't just want to say, hey, if this trend line breaks, we enter, or hey, if this trend line breaks, we enter. Absolutely not. We want to use it with context and confirmation. If we can use it with context and confirmation, we will absolutely shred these markets. Anyways, my name is Will Trades, and I've been trading in the markets for over 6 years. I'm a full-time futures day trader, and I am a mentor to over 1,400 students. If you guys want to go along with the journey and be a part of Stock Seekers, that will be down below. You get 5 days for free. Anyways, let's hop on into the charts and talk about trend lines. So if you guys don't know, this is Thinkorswim. This is the platform that I use to obviously chart out my charts, look at my entries, look at my exits, pretty much everything, excluding my broker. This is what I use. So if you guys can see, we obviously are on NQ. This is the NQ beast, the dog, the trader that we use every single day. And today is Friday, the 20th, 2025. And of course, obviously, it's crazy. We actually had good price action today. If you guys haven't been in these markets or haven't been watching the market lately, price action has been very, very, very awful. But actually, lately, it's today, pretty good. So excluding the actual strategy that I teach you guys, how can we incorporate the strategy with trend lines? Well, what is a trend line? Well, in the word itself, it says trend, right? So if we want to understand the overall direction of the market, we have to understand trend. Now, a quick example is we have 3 trends, right? We have consolidation, we have an uptrend, and we have a downtrend. Okay, people say, well, is consolidation a trend? Yes, it's a trend that goes sideways, so it's technically a trend. All right, so we can see actually right here, this is Friday, right? We're on the 5-minute time frame. We're in a consolidational trend, right? We're literally just trading sideways. We should know that, right? And then this is obviously a downtrend, and this is obviously an uptrend. Now, if I go to a bigger time frame, you can actually see, if I zoom in here, you guys are curious, see these dotted lines? This is my algo. Again, this algo is completely for free. If you guys want to know how to use it, it's in one of my videos on the YouTube. Or if you guys want to use it with me in my trading, it's in my Discord. Now we can see that this trend, and if we even draw a darker line so you guys can see this a little better, it follows the trend, right? So when we get to this level, if I can actually draw the line here, we have a key point of interest right here. So if we come back and hit this level, 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, it will respect the trend and start selling off. So we can use that in context with our trading to make better decisions, right? We can see right here, here's another trend, and we can see it's respected as well until we actually go ahead and break this level. So you can actually see right here, before we broke this trend, it was actually respected. Let me slide on over here. This was Thursday, yesterday, and we can see we sold off. And then we created a trend line. Every time we hit this level, we formed a higher low, and price continued. And we can see the same thing here. We formed a higher low, and trend is broken. What happens when trend is broken? It will sell off towards the downside. And that's exactly what happened. So if we can identify this, right? We have obviously, let me put now, how can we use trend lines with context, right? We can see that we have main level resistance here. We have main level support right here. Okay, so if I go to a smaller time frame, here's the 5-minute. We can see this is the trend that we drew on a bigger time frame, but we obviously are what? This is a level of, anybody want to guess? Resistance. It broke out of resistance. Now it came support. Now I'm all over the charts. Hold on, right? And we can see that once this broke this level, this trend, plus it broke this level of support, right? What happened? The market fell. And so if you can say, hey, we're in a downtrend, we understand that. We're breaking a key level, and it's respecting the break of the trend, most likely we're going to want to short with good price action and reasonable stops. Okay, let's go ahead and just give you guys another example right around here, okay? Let me zoom out, and this is now on a 3-hour time frame. Now this is on a bigger time frame. Every single candlestick represents 3 hours of price action, and you can see right now the overall trend is bullish. We can see, let me draw this line a little darker so you guys can see. Boom, boom, right? And we can see that every time we come back down to this trend line, it bounces higher. We come back down to this trend line, it bounces higher. So if we fall back down to this trend line, two things are gonna happen. We bounce higher, or we break past this trend and we might see a sell-off. So that's something to keep in consideration. So in the next couple of days or weeks, if we break this line, we most likely will sell off. And that's something, a trend that was very, very, very important. So now when we're looking at trends, you have to make the decision. Do we want to place the trade on the bounce, or does it break it? Do we want to play breakout trends? Now, can you do both? Yes, but I highly recommend sticking to one. You'll be a lot more profitable and a lot more consistent. So if your strategy is, hey, I only play trend lines that bounce off of the trend and then continue in the opposite direction. So if we, for example, fall, I'm looking for longs here. Well, obviously we don't just want to say, oh, if it touches a line, let's go long. That's not on confluence. But if we bounce it, break structure and show some type of reversal, then we can take it. Now, if your strategy is, hey, if we can go ahead and break past the trend line and break past it and close past the trend line, maybe we want to take a short position, right? We don't obviously just want to say, hey, we're going to break it, go short. If it bounces, we go long. It's going to confuse you. Make it simple, make it understandable, and straight to the point. So again, let's go to a 1 day time frame here. And you can see on the 1 day time frame, let's go ahead and delete this trend real quick, because again, bigger time frames, it means different things. We can see on the 1 day, 1 year trend, which means every single candle is different price action. We can see that overall we're actually in a downtrend. So 9 times out of 10, if we come back up to this level around maybe 22,397, most likely it's going to hit that level and sell off. Or if it closes above that level, we might actually make all-time highs and pass above these levels. Now, trend lines are very, very, very easy to understand. Start practicing them on your own. Even use Thinkorswim or use TradingView, and they actually have algos that help you identify where trend is. That can actually help you place better trades. But anyways, very simple, very quick video for you guys to watch to understand how you can use trend lines in your trading strategy. It's not just use trend lines and that's all you need. Use it with a tool and incorporate it into your strategy. Hope you guys like that video. I hope you guys stay green, and I'll see every single one of you guys in the next one.